everyone, this is Bev from Art by Bedell, and I hope you're having a great day. This is January 7th, and our prompt, no, this is January 8th, and our prompt is neutral. So the page that we're going to work on, we're just going to continue working right along through our book, is this. And this is the centerfold here, this page. But I didn't want to just use this one and this one. I wanted to use this because I really like neutral. So we will figure out after we get done with this part what we want to do with this part. So for right now, I'm going to ignore this. So I have gathered up a bunch of neutral papers. There's some packaging papers, tea bags, some different threads, some echo prints, some cardboard, just a whole bunch here, a whole bunch of neutral papers that I can gather from. So I have this paper that's pretty cool, and it's just some really old paper out of a book. And I thought with the numbers that are on this, I definitely wanted to use this somewhere. So we'll tear some of that up, and I'm just going to collage these papers in the book. Make that a little bit shorter here. In my journal here, and come up with a really cool background, and maybe add, I don't know, we have to stay with neutral, so I won't be adding much color, if any color. I did think though that I would add like a splash, just one splash of color at the end somewhere. I'll put this in here too. And let's see, what else do we want to use out of our stash that we have here? We have some print. This is a digital, a freebie from somebody. I thought, you know what I should do? Because I can never remember who the digitals are from. I should, after I print it out, write it on the back or the edge or something so I know where it came from, right? Because I just don't remember these things. Okay, so it's going to take far less paper to do this than this big stash that I have here. Yeah, it's pretty big. Well, I don't know. I kind of like this old Erie Railroad ticket type thing. It's not a ticket. It is a it's a lineup of the Erie Railroad Company. So let's get some of that in here, maybe for some lines. So I will do this with my soft gel mat and my spatula. Yeah, I think so. Get myself a piece of scrap paper here and just begin to lay these down wherever it seems like they should go, right? First thing I want to do is this. Let's see, do I want this underneath? So this is kind of a meditative process, I feel, when I go to take my papers and just add them to my pages and make some collage and just get some papers on my page. And really doesn't even matter where or anything like that. I just want to play with papers and matte gel and just see what I do, right? So I have some threads here on the back from the other day when I had done some stitching. Oh, what a mess that was, right? That stitching, I never had such a time stitching before. Okay, we'll let it go. It'll be okay. Anyhow, let me put this piece of packaging right over top of that stitching, just like that. There we go. That covers that up. It'll show just a little bit there, and we don't care if it shows a little bit. Actually, we will welcome it if it shows a little bit. And then I want to use this old paper too. I really like this old paper. I'll get that right in there. And look, even though it's all ripped up, we're still going to add it, and it's going to look marvelous, right? It's just marvelous. So I don't know, do you guys like to collage? Do you like to just take papers and see where it leads and see what you come up with? Or are you more of a paint type person where you want to add paint? And how about with that? Are you kind of random with it? Do you just put your paint on and Again, like with the paper, just see where it's going to lead you. Or maybe you're very precise type person and you like to have a plan before you get started and go from there and have everything just the way you want it. And that's okay too. Having plans are also good. Sometimes I have plans and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have plans and they never turn out, not never, but they don't turn out the way that I expect them to, and then that's pretty interesting. So now I have that. I think I'm going to dry that. I liked some of this paper showing through up there and down along here. So I'm going to dry this, and then I want to add maybe a little bit of gesso to it to just kind of blend it all together. And then I might add my Erie Railroad lines. So let's just see where this goes. But I think before I go much further with papers, I want to do some gesso, and it has to be dried first. So I'll be right back. Okay, as I was drying these, I was thinking, wouldn't this make just a really cute little pocket? So what if I took and just added some papers to it and made it into a pocket? And maybe after that make a journaling tag or a card or something to put in it. So that is what the idea was that I came up with this. I didn't know I would come up with something so soon, but it just said, yeah, that's what you want to do. The frogs are real cute. It's a frog book, children's book, that I got that these pages out of. And it's just a real cute little children's book. There we go. We'll add this in here too. And then I think glue these sides down. And then I will dry those. Add some gesso to the whole project, again with my spatula. Got a little bit of string in there. I'm going to keep it. It was apparently on my desk here and got caught up in my spatula with the paint on it. And you know what? Maybe it was meant to be in here, right? We're just kind of smearing. That's what it reminds me of. We're smearing some paint on my project here right now. Not worrying about whether it's pretty or not. Just getting it on there. Just enjoying the process of doing it. There we go. And then I'll dry all this also so we can continue on. I take my Distress Oxide Vintage Photo and my applicator, wherever it might be. Here we go. And then I want to add some ink all over both pages. There we go. Now I was going to add this Erie Railroad for journaling space. It's quite big for the pages. The idea though, if I take it and cut it down, then I'm losing some of the interesting parts of this, which is the Erie Railroad lineup. Now I also wanted to add some cardboard to the edges here. I don't know that I'm going to use the Erie Railroad because I think they're just too big of pieces. I'll save that for another project. So we'll put that aside. I do want to add the cardboard, and I do want to make some journaling space here. And I just need maybe some coffee stained copy paper, smaller pieces. So I have this piece, And maybe if I just like tear it and put it down here for journaling, or up here, I think I'll put this one down here, like maybe right about in there. And then I'll take this one and put it up here so they're not in the same place. Like that. There, I'm liking that. And then I had these pieces of Echo Print, and I wanted to add a little bit of that to my cardboard. This one has a nice flower on it. I think I'll tear around that flower and use that on that one. Oh yeah, definitely. And this one has some down here. But I want to add those to it. And then I have some, Sammie helped me out by bringing in sticks. She loves to bring in sticks. Usually it's sticks I can't use because they're too big. But yesterday she brought me some little ones, and I'm like, those are perfect, Sammie. Thank you. This cardboard also, if you've seen one of my posts where Sammie was helping me because I wasn't making my cardboard in irregular shapes. They were all too regular. And so she was ripping up some cardboard for me. Well, this is a piece that she had, and there are some teeth marks in here. So this is Sammie's handiwork here. Anyhow, we're going to use some of that too, and I'm really liking the way this is looking. So let's ink up the edges of our journal paper here that is coffee stain copy paper, and put that on here. This one too. So this is a fairly bulky page when it comes to the cardboard and then the twig. Although it wasn't the log that Sammie brought in, it was just a twig. Let's get some ink on this also. Now, normally I would take the cardboard and I would ink it up with different colors of inks and some gesso, but with today I wanted to go with just the natural cardboard look to go with my Echo Print and my stick and like that. Now I want to take the sticks. And here is, oh, and then I don't forget the tea bags. We really need to add the tea bags here. There and here. Let's put there we go, like that. And then I wanted to take the sticks and I wanted to wrap them. I could wrap them in this eyelash yarn. I don't want to do like the whole stick, but I thought it would be nice to just get a little bit of fiber on our stick and make that a little more interesting. Then I'll come back down it. And wouldn't Sammie think this was more fun to play with now? And then take that and tie that in a knot on the end so it doesn't come off. I could do them both the same, or I could do them differently. What do I want to do? So there's one. Adds more interest to that. And you know what? I think I'm going to stay the same. And we'll just wrap it around about the center of the stick. Go up and then come back down. And then tie it in a knot on the bottom. Or it could be the top if you prefer. Well, unless I'm going to be all thumbs and not be able to do that. There we go. I think we have it now. There we go. How's that for a neutral? And let's stop there with that. Oh, I do have some rub-ons I was going to add. I think we will glue this all down and then maybe do some mark makings or the rub-ons next. So we'll take our tacky glue. We'll start with our journal spot. Just add a little glue on there to get that glued down. And it was right about in there. This is where I would like to have my pages not bound yet in my journal, because then I would take this and stitch all the way around that. Let's add our cardboard with Sammie's teeth marks in it. Right on the edge. So it did snow here. I think I mentioned in the last video we were getting some snow. They were calling for like a lot. We did not get a lot. We got probably, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 3 inches out there. That's far different than 8. So anyhow, she loves the snow. She goes outside and runs and runs and runs, which is great because then she comes back in and she's very well behaved. She's not always very well behaved. May as well just put it out there, and it's the fact. She's not best behaved little pup. She has way too much energy. Comes with the breed. Okay, and there's our tea bag, and then we will do our piece of echo print. That's such a pretty flower print right there. And then we'll do the same thing over here. We'll add our tea bag. I like the tea bags when they still have a little bit of tea left in them because it wouldn't come off when you cleaned it. And that's what this tea bag has. Now it seems to want to flake off, but that's okay. It'll smell good in the journal too. So don't think your tea bags have to be perfectly clean. Now, let's see. Let's put it over here like this. Now, for our sticks. What do we have on the other side? I could stitch that on, even though it would show on the other side. The other side was a prompt of stitching. So here we go, guys. You ready for this again? You ready for me to get out my needle and thread and show you how I cannot stitch worth a darn? Let's see, I need some brown thread. And there's already some on the needle, which is good. And we'll take this, and what we're going to do is put our stick, we're going to try to get in frame. I noticed yesterday when I rewatched the video that, oh my goodness, I was out of frame most of the time. So we were just going to go down through the cardboard to the other side of the paper, and then I'm going to, let's see. Oh, you probably should put a knot in your thread first. See, guys? It just doesn't come natural to me, apparently. Put a little knot in here. Now, where was that hole? Right there. And then come back up. And then just go around it a couple of times to secure it on there. On the other side, it's just going to look like some random stitches. And that's pretty cool. Oh, we don't want our tail caught up in that knot. One part of our tail. Where'd the other part go? I think 3 or 4 times around that stick will hold it in place. Oh my goodness. That has to come out. I run around the whole edge of the paper. All right, now we come back up through. And do it one more time. And then we'll put the knot on the side that has the stick because we already have all those fibers. What's it going to hurt to have a little bit of brown fiber mixed in there, right? So we'll just run our needle through there and make a square knot. Okay. Get stick number 1 in place. So if your fibers got too flattened out as you did this, you can always just take your needle and fluff them up a little bit. There, I like that. I do. And I didn't take the rest of the afternoon to show you how to sew a stick onto your page. Of course, I'm not done yet. I've only done one. All right, let's do the other one on the other side. Same way. Let's go down through. And then back up through. Paper is a little harder. My layers maybe from my collage is a little heavier. And then bring it up, or we're going to take it down through and then bring it up one more time and tie it off. Stick number 2 in place. I think that works quite well for our prompt of neutral. Turn it around. There we go. We have journaling space here, journaling space here, and then I was going to take a little bit more thread here. Oh, I don't have much brown thread left. It might be enough just to sew that together, or I could just glue it. Okay, so what I was thinking of doing was just putting a few whip stitches around this to hold these closed. I don't even have to go all the way, I guess. Looks like a pretty rustic page in our journal. There, and we'll tie that off. And I can always add some glue to that tail too. Make sure that it's going to stay in place. And we're going to leave that hanging. I like that it hangs. And then I had that one other piece over here. I did separate my floss into 3 plies, which is what I just about always do. Now I'm feeling the need for a splash of color. If my page is like, oh, what is it? Probably 98% neutral. Do you think I'd get away with having a splash of color on here? It's my journal, my page, right? It's not like the neutral police are going to come after me and get a fine, right? Okay, we're going to have to quit with this one because I can't get my needle through there anymore. But that's okay. That's good enough. That'll hold it. Okay. Now we have a nice little pocket right here out of these pages. And I have used that as my centerfold right there. And I do like that. That's what I had intended when I thought about this. I'm like, I want that. I want that. So there we go. Now I was going to add like a flower or something for a splash of color, but now that I see it there, it doesn't look good. So we don't have to worry about the neutral police coming after me. But we can add some rub-ons or some stickers. Now let's see if there's anything neutral in this sticker book that I have here. Actually, you know, there's a couple things here that could work. I kind of like this hand too with the journaling. There is a little green on there, but that's all right. I kind of like that right there. I don't know. Does that look tacky? A sticker with everything? That I don't think so. It doesn't matter. It can have stickers with everything else that's neutral in nature. And let's see. I probably should have picked something out before. I don't really see anything else anyhow that I want to add in there other than that hand with the journaling. Collect beautiful memories. That's cute. I like that. Put this right up here. Yeah, that's really cute. I really do like that. I want to add some green leafy stuff. How about this butterfly that's kind of neutral? And we can just add him like right here. He looks cute there, right? Do I have another butterfly? There's another one. Let's put one over on this side. Oh, I think it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. What about if we just add some random rub-ons? I have all these rub-ons, guys, that are left over from scrapbooking days. I don't even know if they're going to work, actually. But this would be cute, wouldn't it? What if I took this and put one here and one over on the other one? Let's see if they'll rub off and work. Let's just see. I brought my bone folder because I couldn't find any of my rub-on tools. I know they're here somewhere. Now, where's my bone folder? Here we go. Let's see if we can get this to come off. I don't know if rub-ons, oh, it's coming off. I don't know if they go bad or not, but this, I'm thinking that they could very easily dry out, right? But this is working. Nice. Very nice. Okay, I do like that there, and I have one more to put over on the other side, and that almost uses this book of them up. There's a few more. These are from American Crafts, and they're called mini marks. I can get the other one out of there now. So what if I put this one, let's just put it right here, just like the other one was. Where is our bone folder? That one's coming off really easy. All right, so kudos to American Crafts. Their rub-ons are still working. I have so many of them. I need to start including them in my journals and using them up. Do you guys have like supplies left over from way back when, and you're still trying to use them up. There we go. That, I like that. Yep, I like that quite a bit. Very nice. We probably should put something on this side. Does it ever end? Really, does it? Or we just have to get to a point where we just stop and say, no, that's enough. We are done. All right, I'm going to find something to put on here. And then I'm going to put these things away. And I don't know whether I want to do my tag or save it for when I journal. Sometimes I just do that. I have another hand. Where's the other hand at? Oh, it's on that side. So let's put this hand on this side, like right here. There's some green. I got some green on my page. Yay! Okay. All right. That is it. Now, do I want to? You know what? I'm just looking up here to my right, and I see this Erie Railroad paper. And I'm like, there, we can make a tag out of that. So let's get it tore down to size. Oh, that would fit in there just right. It would stick out. Okay, it's going to have to be mounted on something stiffer than that. And what do I have here handy that I can just use? I mean, it doesn't have to be real stiff, right? Even if I just used a piece of, oh my goodness, there we go. And it's all right here within our reach. It is a piece of coffee stained copy paper, and I think the two of them, when they're glued together, will make a strong enough journal card. I mean, they don't always have to be made out of cardboard or pantry boxes. A lot of times is what I use. Or packaging, like Tim Holtz packaging is really good for journal cards, to create into journal cards. You watch your packaging, sometimes it's got half the work done for you. Okay, I'm going to put some just glue stick on the back of that, because that's all that's going to need to glue down to there. Yay, I get to use my journaling that I wanted to use anyhow, right? And we'll take our piece of coffee stained copy paper. Am I even on screen? Let's see. There we go. Let's get this on here right. Think about what I'm doing here. There we go. Look at that. How is that for a journal card? Yep. Rough around the edges. Sure. We're just going to leave it like that too. Look at that. I love it. All right. More stickers. Let's do some more stickers. Let's do, here's a leaf that's kind of like a neutral color. I mean, it's borderline probably, but I'm going to use it. Let's see. If we just add a little bit of this down here in the corner to dress that up. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Doesn't that make a big difference? Just those little touches sometimes are just all you need. All right, let me find something else here. I mean, we've already added green once. What the heck, right? We've already added it. We've already broken the rule. There's another hand, but I think I've done enough with the hand. All right, we've already broken the rule. What's it going to hurt now? I'm going to add this. I want to add this right there. I like that. It's very subtle and just, I am in love with that. That makes a nice journal card. Both sides we can journal on. I want this side on here. And we'll just stick this inside our little page here, pocket. Look at that. There's our Erie Railroad that I wanted so badly to add to this. And it worked out. And it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Okay, so I'll pull this up so you can see. There is our Echo Print flower, our Erie Railroad journal card, more Echo Print, some of our stickers. Look at that, guys. Okay, so that's my prompt for my take on the prompt of neutral. Hope you enjoyed this project. It was fun for me to do, and we shall see you again real soon. You guys have a great day. Bye.